The day before, we climbed up this mountain and set up camp at this amazing view of the parkway. This morning, we expected to see the same clear view, but woke up to this. Look where we slept. Right over there, we slept right there in the little cut between the trees. But look what my view is. Mountaintop, can't even see. It is cloudy. It's so windy out here, dude. Brr. But look at this. Oh, it's cold. It's cold as.
Oh! We're in a cloud. God damn, it's windy.
All right. Goodbye, beautiful place. Yesterday, we had a serendipitous evening up here, but as it got darker, conditions grew miserably cold with the wind howling all night long. We spent most of the night struggling to get comfortable. We were paranoid the squalls were going to blow us off of the mountain or freeze us. These mountains are estimated to be almost 500 million years old, way older than the Rocky Mountains out west. The building of this parkway through these mountains is an impressive artistic feat by civil engineers, which began around 1935. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt included the construction of this road in the New Deal. It was designed to give Americans some work after the Great Depression and a place for leisurely recreation. This road is technically the most visited national park in the country, spanning 469 miles through North Carolina and Virginia, connecting the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in the south to the Shenandoah National Park in the north. We had been climbing a lot the past couple of days and have barely slept for 2 nights in a row. Our energy levels were low, but now it was time for our first big descent, which jolted us awake and alert. 8.5 miles all downhill, about 2,500 feet of descent. It was a little scary at first. We never rode these speeds down windy roads with steep cliff drop-offs, but then came the adrenaline rush paired with the expansive, mesmerizing views, and I knew I was built for this. It felt similar to being on a roller coaster. There's plenty of hiking trails and waterfalls scattered around. Visiting in the fall is also a great time to visit because of the colorful foliage. Aside from cycling, there are so many reasons to visit. It is truly a gem we are blessed to have here in the eastern United States. Instead of riding a straight direct route to get north across the country, we chose to experience the whole Blue Ridge Parkway for the challenge, no matter how much it zigzagged around mountains. One problem with that is that stores and other amenities are kind of scarce, at least on this part of the Blue Ridge. We were out of food. Danny and Caleb deviated 5 miles uphill to the Walmart, and I stocked up from a vending machine at this highway rest stop nearby. On the maps, we seen a campground a couple miles away and decided to head there for some proper rest.
Out here, like right off the Blue Ridge, that's some Moonshine Creek campground or some shit. We got Cramos here. Damn. Out here taking a rest day. Blue Ridge is a motherfucking Blue Ridge as hell. Look at that view. Huh.
Dope as fuck, huh, Dan?
Goddamn right.
This is a little embarrassing, but this is the first time we showered and did laundry in almost a week.
Got us a motherfucking cabin in the woods.
At least it had been mostly cold on our ride up here, and we barely sweated on our rides, if that makes the hygiene situation sound any better. The camp store also had a small variety of food for me to buy, so it turned out not to be so bad that I skipped the Walmart trip.
Hey, boy.
It was nice to get cleaned up, charged up, and get some real slumber for around $60. It's recording.
Oh, it's recording
Yeah,
video.
it's on Snapchat. This slow.
Oh, hold up.
It's real slow riding. Beautiful, amazing views. It's been like that the past couple days. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be like that the next few days still.
Till we fucking out here. Look at that feet climb.
Nice, dude. It's beautiful out here. One of my favorite things about the Blue Ridge Parkway was the approximately 200 overlooks you could pull over at. Another stop and break on this beautiful spot. Spread out over its 469 miles, these picnic tables make for the perfect places to take a break. Oh my god, this place is dope. Or now I gotta bleep that out.
What?
Your Spanish curse words. The road is right there. Like
And it's actually pretty sturdy though.
make sure to wear shoes at this one. I walked around in my socks here and had to spend almost an hour surgically removing a big splinter lodged deep in the bottom of my foot. We're almost to the highest point. Oh my god, it looks so beautiful.
Out here.
We descended towards Asheville, and I messaged some warm showers hosts in the area. Maybe someone could accommodate us with a place to stay, for the temperatures were going to drop below freezing that night. I didn't really expect a reply given the short notice, but after hitting up the local REI for supplies, I received a phone call from a friendly sounding stranger, Jeff, who kindly invited us to his home. The cold, steep climb up to their beautiful home that night was so worth it. After settling in, Jeff and his wife Lissa invited us to the living room for a beer and conversation. It felt like we were in a movie. They were very supportive and excited to talk about our journey. In the morning, Lissa cooked us breakfast and Jeff helped us maintenance our bikes. I can't thank them enough. It takes some special people to be this hospitable to strangers. Shout out to these two. I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay them for this, but in the future, I won't hesitate to help out a stranger in need. Going through the Blue Ridge tunnels.
Fucking out here.
Out here. Look at Danny. Like that?
I like that.
Oh my god, that's a good shot. That's a great shot right there.
Yeah, even if oh, bicicleta.
So far, our quest to cycle around the country has been going to plan. We embarked on this adventure to strengthen our bodies and our minds. We also wanted to broaden our perspective on this world while seeing cool stuff along the way. This parkway has given us that, but these euphoric experiences come with a price. You see, for memories to seem this incredible, we have to have difficult, hard times to compare them to. Things got ugly later that night. It's 2 a.m. and we're still riding the Blue Ridge. I am in the Hurt Locker. Yeah, these guys want to keep riding all throughout the night. They want to do some crazy hours. But I think they all want to stop. I think everybody does. But we're playing the sick game, seeing who quits first. And I think once one quits, everybody else will be like, oh, I guess we'll stop then. But they don't want to be that first one. I might be the first. I mean, maybe we could ride through the night and go to sleep sometime in the day. I don't know. It's 2 a.m. There's still a lot of dark hours left. I don't know what we're going to get into. But I've been riding out this bad wave. Maybe I'll get a good wave. Maybe I'll get a good strong wave. Who knows? I don't want to be the one to break though. But it might be best for our safety. It is getting serious. Last night we stayed with some very hospitable people, very cool people. Some of these people out here are amazing. They were saviors. We fixed my bike. It's shifting perfect right now. Changed one of the brake pads. My brakes are really good right now. Looped the chain on. But I'm suffering really a lot right now. It's very cold. Very late. I'm very tired. But this is what I signed up for. I want to harden myself. I mean, it's working. But let's see how far I can push it. You might be thinking, why are we pushing it to the point where it seems we aren't enjoying this? Well, we came up listening to David Goggins. He's one of the greatest athletes ever. His story inspired us to embrace difficulties like hard exercise to become stronger individuals. His audiobook helped us when things got tough.
Within months, he'd lost 35 pounds and was hitting 100 sets of 10. In Iraq, it was impossible to get long runs in, so we lived in the weight room. We did hundreds of deadlifts and...
This was one of the best naps ever. I could have slept here just like this all night, but Danny and Kayla wanted to keep pushing, so I got up and cranked out a few more miles, and I was feeling a little better. Look at that temperature right there. Waiting for the store to open because it's cold as fuck and we need to get some food and out of the cold. Wait for the sunrise too, kill some time in there. But we still out here. We haven't stopped riding since like lunchtime.
Damn, we out here. Out here for real.
I'm ready to get to the flats. How about y'all?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I guess we're too used to Florida flats and we thought we'd get through Blue Ridge faster, but it's kicking our asses. Oh man. So this is like our 4th day on the Blue Ridge? I lost count. So last night we rode through the night basically and a gas station was supposed to open at 5 a.m. and we were waiting in front and they didn't end up coming to open until 7 a.m. And we just took a nap there from 5 to 7 a.m. right in front of the store waiting. And then we bought a bunch of food, ate some. Then I asked if we could pitch our tents out back. And she said, yeah, she doesn't see a problem with it. And we slept behind the gas station for like a good 6.5 hours or something. 6 hours at least. And we got out to the parkway well into the afternoon. And it looks like we have rain coming towards us tonight. Might get real bad again. In terms of weather, it was pretty cold last night, so let's see how tonight is while it's wet. Oh my god. I'm ready to ride through and level up though. Conquer this next challenge. I am hurting so bad right now. I'm so beyond tired. I'm falling asleep on these climbs. The descents, they're nice and cold. Kind of wake me up a little bit. But then I get right back to this climbing. And I'm like all over the road. Oh, I'm just tired. I haven't even done that much riding today. I'm just tired. My body hasn't recovered. I'm just trying to keep pushing these two. They're just trying to keep pushing. I don't want to be the one to hold them back. I tell them they can leave me and go on, but I don't want to, make them do that. They don't want to do that. I don't want to just stop. I want to harden up and get through this. Get down with the Blue Ridge, but we're not even halfway there. 10 p.m. The rains might come around 1 a.m. They might be around for a while. Hopefully we're passing somewhere around that time to set up. Hopefully I could ride until then. I'm so tired. So last night before it started raining, we took shelter in this like log cabin type of thing. Pretty sure it's like a historical building out here in E.B. Jeffress Park in North Carolina off the Blue Ridge Parkway. We were riding right over there. I don't know if you can see the road over there. It's like really foggy out there. And then at first we seen that other building right there. And we were probably gonna stay in that one, but then we seen this one over here. And it's pretty dry in here, like the roof is pretty nice. It's holding up, but it's just a lot of moisture. My things are still getting a little wet, but it's better than being out there. It's fine. I left our food somewhere hanging on a tree back there. I'm about to go try and get it. Hopefully I don't get too wet. And I hope we don't get in trouble from here, Like it's wet out there. What y'all want us to do? Descend on them cold, wet, foggy descents? Let me get my bag. There you go, sir. Oh man. At least it's dry, because look at out there. Foggy, wet, cold, and just dangerous. This is like a historical building right here. We might be like trespassing on some national park property or something. But they could come try and kick me out, bro. Like, it's dangerous. If they make us get out of here, they're like putting our lives at risk. It's cold, wet. Fuck this. Look at you. At least pee out this one where the road can't see you. So after about 15 hours or 14 of hanging out at that cabin, we were on the road trying to make it to a store in time before it closes a few miles away. Still foggy out. It's been foggy all day. We slept a decent amount of hours. We're hoping to make it to Virginia, like 50 miles away. Sometime tomorrow early. Probably find somewhere to rest out there. It is 8:09 p.m. I broke down last night. I was having quitting thoughts throughout the day, and I just had to leave camp. I was packing my stuff before I even let them know. And I feel better being out on the road, even though it's so foggy and kind of scary. It's still kind of cool. But if I quit, I would be so fucked up in many more ways, psychologically and for years to come. At the cabin, I spent a lot of time looking for a way out. For the first time of this trip, I wanted to quit and go home. I looked up my transportation options to retreat back to Florida. I wanted to be back in the comfort of my house and family. I didn't want to climb anymore. I didn't want to ride through the constant cold and the wet and the foggy. But deep down, I knew it would be a cowardly mistake to quit now. I suggested we get off the Blue Ridge Parkway and find a milder route. Thankfully, Danny and Caleb shot down my weak ideas, and I decided to get on the road despite the inclement weather. Maybe once I got the legs spinning and my heart rate pumping, my mindset would change. And it did. I felt much better once we were moving. We made it 15 miles late night to another church patio, and refueled with a soda machine nearby. I was back feeling ambitious. Caleb's first solo side quest. So he wanted to backtrack 2.5 miles. Yeah, just because we disagreed on going to what stores. He wanted to go to the store that was closest, but backtracking 2.5 miles. Me and Danny are trying to go to the store that's on route 6.5 miles away. And probably with more food. Told him we'll meet back up. I mean, he's doing an extra 5 miles, and 5 miles around here might mean a shit ton of climbing. Yeah. But you know, everybody wants to do their own thing. I understand. Sometimes I want to go along too. Not gonna lie. Free elves, right? Anyway, we just slept in front of a church. I only got like 15 miles done yesterday. Didn't have no food. Rain most of the day. It's early. It's 7:50. This is like our earliest ride out time in a while. We've been on the Blue Ridge too long. I've had quitting thoughts. No bueno. The ridge is looking beautiful this morning.
So.
Quiet, peaceful. Yesterday it was too foggy to even see the road. So it looks like Caleb met up with a fellow adventurer. They're up ahead riding. Me and Danny back here, tired. Well, I'm tired. We're getting closer. They're right there. So this is Kyle. He's been on the road 58 days. Where'd you come from?
I started in Orlando, Florida.
What?
So did we.
We started in Orlando, Florida too.
He lived in Apopka too.
We're from
I started in Oak.
we're from the same area.
Hey. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So I went all the way to the Panhandle, shot up to Selma and Tuscaloosa, into Atlanta. And
Hell yeah.
yeah, now I've hit the 4 highest points, and the high point in Florida is 345 feet. The high point in Alabama is
Sugar
a
Point?
mile up.
That's
Oh,
another
what?
funny thing.
Oh, wow.
That's that fucking.
Look at that view.
There's no view.
Beautiful. Wow, this would be a lot of places.
Wow, that's crazy. We met a fellow Central Florida native. It was awesome to meet another adventurer out here. We hung out with Kyle for a little while, and then we went our separate ways. Our ride through North Carolina was coming to an end. Out of the 4 states we've ridden through so far, North Carolina is by far the hardest, but also the most spectacular. It's been nice, North Carolina. You've been a tough son of a bitch of a state, North Carolina. Holy crap. I was broken down a couple times out here. Almost quit a few times. But I'm ready for new beginnings in Virginia. Holy heck, it feels good to get out of the state. We've been here too long. We still got mountains, but we're more. He's gonna piss on the North Carolina side. Hell yeah. But I wish it has been nice. We were a little more at ease knowing Virginia's climbs on the Parkway wouldn't be as grueling as North Carolina's. Later that night, we made it to another church patio for sleep. Stay tuned for the next episodes as we ride across Virginia, through Shenandoah, into the Great American Rail Trail and beyond.